Hey everybody, welcome back to Movieverse. My name is Brian. Today Jason is joining me for our reaction to season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina. Today we'll be reacting to episode 2, The Trials of Vasselheim. In episode 1, we saw the fall of Amon and the rise of the Chroma Conclave.
Hmm. Wow.
We talked about how Lance Reddick is the voice of Thordak, the ancient red dragon, who went blue eyes white dragon on the castle of Amon.
Mid blast, yeah.
Yeah,
Mid blast.
insane. The heroes of Vox Machina definitely have their work cut out for them.
Sure do. Yep.
Generally speaking, what was your thoughts on episode 1?
Great episode to introduce us to the second season. We see Vox have to retreat because they're completely outmatched on 4 ancient dragons who are they absolutely destroyed the city, and it was it was really cool to be a viewer and watch, but that looked like hell to go through.
I think we had 2 different shots, one of the poison dragon and one of the acid dragon that was just terrifying to think about.
Poor townfolk and people who were just melted. They talked about getting an army and going to Vasselheim, so excited to see where our team is going and what we're going to be doing to try and save the people, because they kind of Scan was not too happy that the group wanted to go back and fight, and he was like, let's get the hell out of here, and took some convincing, but he's on board.
Yeah, I think he thinks that they're outmatched and they have no chance of fighting him, which he's not incorrect. I mean, obviously, there was nothing that they could do to stop the fall of Amon. So now they're on this quest to find help in any place that they can find it. And so they're starting in Vasselheim. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into episode 2, The Trials of Vasselheim.
It worked! I can't believe it actually.
Oops.
Oh,
Stop. No, don't step
Probably not a good tree to come in.
The landing's gonna be
the Eagles are coming.
I'll save our asses with some fun stuff.
Leave it to Scanlan, man. Leave it to Scanlan.
Good thing these teddies were here.
Hey, they at least made it, though.
Is that Vasum, Virgil?
Vaginal.
Vasselheim. Our only chance.
No, it's not Vagisil, Grog.
Yeah. The design and these kind of wide shots of the cities are awesome this season.
The city
before, obviously, Amon got destroyed. The dragons flying through the city was really cool. Seeing Vasselheim like that was really awesome.
Yeah, the environmental artists went off on their designs. There's fans of Critical Role in the animation studio that did this, and you can kind of tell that it's sort of like a labor of love a little bit.
I'm sure they were just having fun, at work every day doing this.
We need to find allies to fight the Conclave.
I like how every city has its own specific design. It doesn't look like generic, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got its own feel.
Another Matthew Mercer cameo.
My name's Rob, and I require a sandwich. You're holding up the line. You want the marshals, go to the Platinum Sanctuary and find them yourself. Now, good day.
Did he say bidet?
Good day. Jason, now you've been introduced to the customary critter greeting.
Oh, cool.
Good day. Good day. Good day.
Oh, bidet? Bidet?
Critters say hello by saying bidet.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Grog.
Lots of temples and no brothels. You're telling me people choose to live here?
Almost every prime deity is represented. The Wild Mother.
A little Caduceus Clay in the background there.
With my expertise in statecraft, I can negotiate terms.
All due respect, we saw your statecraft back at the gate.
Pike's got to run the show.
I mean, these designs are incredible.
I got this.
Mm-hmm.
I am Highbearer Vord. The Platinum Sanctuary will hear your business.
Highbearer, I am Pike Trickfoot of the Everlight. A great evil has befallen Taldori. You see, dragons
The
have...
water reveals the truth. Grant us vision.
Let me just pull this up real quick on my TiVo.
Yeah.
I mean, no beating around the bush. They see exactly what happened.
Yep.
You have our sympathies and our hospitality. But that is all.
You have weapons, ballista, armies. You're the strongest city in the world.
Vasselheim's most potent weapon is not its artillery, young man. It is our isolation.
Vasselheim could be next.
When peril arrives here, our walls stand ready. Now, good day.
I said good day.
Could you imagine, like, seeing that and being like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
Get kicked
Like,
out
oh,
of
there's
the house.
4? Nah.
We're getting better.
Nah, we're good.
Oh,
Oh.
there's that thing again.
I think I would say something if I saw it twice. I think I would be like, guys.
Listen, I serve the High Bearer, so I can't say much. But if you're slaying dragons, you need the Slayer's take.
Slayer's take.
Absolutely not.
Ask to speak to their patron. And please, forget you ever met me.
Slayer's take? Don't ask.
Vasselheim used to be surrounded by legendary beasts.
I mean, look at that background shot. I mean, just
Did you say something, Scanman?
Ooh.
No, clean out your ears, buddy.
Gilmore did ask. You know what it does.
Oh, I am hungry. Thanks, stomach.
What a good character to hold this sword too.
just like the dumb one is the one that, you know, gets
Well, they
this,
spelled some of it right.
this weapon that nobody knows what it does. A lot of cool designs in this room as well.
You. You have those faces. They're just so familiar. Oh, that's right. Eyes up, gang. Got ourselves a bounty.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Combat
oh
moves
man,
here.
that's awesome.
Unless you want your skulls ground into powder, you might want to step back. Right, Grog? Grog?
Grog's not here. He's hungry.
Frog?
Oh, yeah. That hit the spot.
It's a double whammy out both ends.
I usually don't have like fart jokes or whatever, but for some reason with Grog, it actually works for me. He's got, I see some abs. See some abs underneath that cloak.
Shit. Oh, sorry to wake you. I'll
You
just-
seek answers, Grog strong.
Oh, is he blind?
Yeah, he is. What a voice, too.
I am Earthbreaker Groom. Anyone entering the Storm Lord
What a cool name.
seeks something.
Since you asked, we do need to fight these dragons.
The Stormlord is not concerned with dragons. The answers you seek are earned, not given.
Feel like old.
Come now, strike me.
Dude is ripped. Doesn't matter how old he is.
This feels real weird. But fuck it.
I love that so much.
Mhm.
This feels real weird.
Tough spot.
By an old man. Oh, Vex.
I'm Vex, Zara's very close friend.
You're very close to me. Hey, Z, are you expecting annoying visitors?
I just love that she's like trying to put these like advances on him, and he's just like,
Visitors.
You're very close.
you're very close to me.
Zara, darling.
Cash and Zara are from Campaign 1.
When's the last time we saw each other? Oh, I know. When you ditched us to poach my monster and steal the take's reward.
Oops.
You're not as charming as you think, Vexalia. You never were. We need to see your patron. No one sees her. Especially not someone who owes the take. How much was it, Cash?
12,000 gold or the head of a Hydra. Got either on ya.
Cash and Zara were people who came on as guest stars for a number of episodes in Campaign 1.
This isn't about money. This is about saving lives.
You got the wrong crowd for that line, sister.
Barking up the wrong tree.
I know, she's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry, love. The Slayer's take doesn't do anything for free.
Super shitty time to lose Grog.
He's busy on his own.
I will take care of Vox Machina.
Whoops.
No standing over greats.
Haven't you ever seen Star Wars?
You walk between worlds. Weakness in mind and weakness in conviction. I wasn't ready. I'd like to see you try that again after I...
Oh, yeah. A little slow motion effect there, so good. This episode is called The Trial of Vasselheim.
At least they can't murder us down here.
It's a terrible thing to say.
Why would we say that?
Whatever that is.
What would you
Ken.
make you think that?
Maybe they want to help?
God, this city blows. Are you the patron?
How astute.
Hmm.
Call me Osisa, chosen of the knowing mistress, and patron of the Slayer's take.
A Sphinx.
Oh, that's really cool.
Getting all kinds of different creatures this time around.
You know of the dragons?
Please, we're desperate.
But you haven't the slightest idea what it will cost. You depended entirely on your sister. You, hopelessly seeking your father's love. Both unprepared.
Everybody's going through a trial. Yeah.
You wield such a dark weapon. A reliance that proves your frailty.
Why would I listen to the cursed air?
Man, she said, sit deep.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, holy warrior. You don't even have faith that you can save those dearest to you. Fleeing from your duties again, Keely? Tell me, what do you fear more? Failing your Aramente, or knowing no one will live long enough to see you achieve it?
You don't have to call out my shit, okay? I know I can be kind of annoying.
No one cares about you.
Oh, God.
Wow, dude. Like, you talk about, like,
Damn.
years? Like, that's Galen's worth. Nobody gives
Yeah.
You want me to say my muscles or my rage, but I know it's my heart. That's my real strength. Wrong.
Krog is getting fucked up, dude.
How do you expect to save the world if you can't even save yourself?
Where does your strength come from? I don't know.
Leave now with whatever dignity you have left.
I love the background music.
Fuck dignity. I'm not leaving until someone listens.
Would you sacrifice
That
your
shot
life
is
just to
fucking
prove the
incredible.
point?
I don't care if I die. None of us do. We won't be ignored.
You have found what you need. The will to give everything.
Well done, Pike.
They need this, right? It's like, they don't know, in the very beginning, they don't know how they're going to go up against these
You have
dragons.
much to learn about
Level
being
of
a
depth,
warrior.
right? So they got to be challenged. They got to be
Seeking the path to true
type of, like,
strength
call
is the first step.
to be better.
Cool. And you show me the next one? I already have. Good talk.
The vestiges of divergence. In the Great Calamity, these
Cool.
weapons of war were created to strike down the gods themselves.
This artwork is dope.
The vestiges were scattered across the lands. The matron of Raven's own armor lies entombed by a lake to the west.
And the other vestiges?
Will be revealed in turn. Find this one and bring it to my mate.
Big fan of mating over here.
God damn it, Galen, for 1 second, can you just...
Yeah.
Use these vestiges against the dragons. You must not fail.
You're alive? No big. Osisa asked us to find something for her.
Guess I'm quite charming after all. I'd say it was nice catching up, but it wasn't.
think that pissed her off a little bit.
Step 1, find the vestiges. Step 2, kill some dragons. Step 3...
Profit?
How about step 1, we get a fucking drink?
What happened to you?
Oh, an old man beat me up. So, booze.
Well, yeah.
First round's on you, big man.
An old man beat me up, you know.
Come in.
Wasn't sure I'd find a black powder dealer here in Vasselheim.
You're the second person to buy black powder this week. I remember her well, 'cause she had one hand.
This is a classic NPC from Campaign 1.
Something wrong, Percy dear?
No, nothing at all.
Mostly because of the voice.
Hey, don't blow yourself up! Bye!
Heed your own advice, sir.
He has to be. There's no way.
He's like completely trapped. There's one door, and it's
an
all
important piece of information we found out there.
Yep.
Ripley's buying black powder. She must be still trying to replicate Percy.
Trying to make that gun. Yep.
So that was episode 2, The Trials of Vasselheim, so named because all the characters had a little trial that they had to go through to try to find some semblance of motivation or inspiration for the major quest that they have to go on. But they're also given a smaller quest to search for these weapons called the Vestiges of Divergence. Jason, what were your thoughts about episode 2? And I'm curious because there's a lot of lore dump in this episode too.
Yes.
Yeah. I like how they've set up just not even just this season, but the series overall. In season 1, they kept it very much like a straight line. It's like, okay, we gotta go to Whitestone, we gotta take care of these people. And in this one, like the world just opens up. You travel to a different continent to go to Vasselheim. You meet the Sphinx Ocisa, and she's giving you this information about these vestiges of divergence and stuff. So, 1, what was your thought of episode 2? But 2, I'm just curious if you have any questions for me about what has been revealed so far.
Yeah. So overall, I mentioned in the last episode how, I can't see the path of where we're going to go to fight these dragons. I'm thinking it's going to be like all hands on deck, multiple armies are coming together. So it's cool to see we have these vestiges that we need. And considering the lore jump, it's just like a great progression from season 1 to season 2. And that's kind of like a usual type deal where you're more ingrained in the world. You're more ingrained with the characters. Now we're going to start fleshing it out. We're going to go to new places, new items. I think it's going to be difficult for me to remember all the names of stuff. I'm starting to see the path. We're going on a mini quest to find these vestiges and power-ups, basically to go fight these dragons because they absolutely need it. But really, really cool way to break the team down, like individually give them each a trial to go through. And it was so poignant for every single member of the team. Not only did they figure out we need these things, we need these vestiges to fight the dragons, but we also need, a little internal trial as well too. We need to conquer that to figure out why we're doing this, and then we can move forward. It was really, really cool, really cool sequence down there talking to the Sphinx, and then Grog's fighting an old man, which is such a poignant thing to say. It's such like that's actually what happened, but there's way more context in it that he's never going to say, but it's just funny the way he comes across.
This episode did a great job of, 1, setting the characters on a quest, right? We got these MacGuffins that we need to track down to help us fight these dragons, but also it gave you a little bit of insight to all the characters' motivations or like driving factors behind, who they are as people and their personality and stuff like that. We learned stuff about Vex, about how she's desperate for her father's love, right? Which you'd never heard anything about that before.
Right.
So you're getting these bits and pieces of each character. Keyleth, she has her Aramente. She's afraid that she's going to fail it, but then she's also afraid of what happens if she achieves it. Will others be around? So it's like there's all these things that's like, oh, what does that mean? Episodes 1 and 2 have a lot of setup for what's to come. I know that you were talking about how like the backgrounds looked incredible, and the designs of like the buildings and the cities, how different they were, and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, man, the story also similarly is so well crafted to introduce us to new ideas and new things and set us up again for what's to come, just like season one did.
Yeah.
In season one, there was little sprinklings here and there of things like you thought that they might be said or you might see them and they wouldn't come back into play, but it's like then it does come back into play. Whereas this, it's like, no, like this is what your goal should be. This is what you need to do to better yourself, get yourself ready for the fight with the dragons.
Yeah, and more on the trials that they went through. Like we got such a personal story for Percy in season one. Pike going off alone to the temple and being confronted by the Everlight and being challenged personally. It was really cool to see the other members of the team dive into their what really freaks them out. What really she was hitting some lines, man, of just personal, hey, Scan, nobody cares about you, man.
Yeah.
Like you're not even worth
that one
getting in your face.
That one hits so hard, right? Because Scanlan is such like a he holds himself in such high regard that to hear somebody say that and we're seeing it right? She's spending time with each character, right? But then when it comes to Scanlan,
there were multiple lines.
Yeah.
She just gave him one line.
Yeah, she was
nobody
cares about you. I'm no different. And just leaves him alone in the dark. He's not he's in the dark. He's not being seen. He's not being cared about.
Yeah.
That has to hit him so hard. It almost seems like it's kind of like a joke. It doesn't mean anything, but I think for Scanlan it does. He's a hard. He thrives on attention, on being seen, right? And then that happens, and it's just man, that's gotta hurt. He's like, yeah, I know I got some fucked up shit or whatever, and she's just like, I don't care.
No, right? Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
He tried to shield himself a little bit, and because he knew it was coming, and he just couldn't prepare himself for that at all.
Not at all.
It was 20-something minute episodes, and we just jam packed it with
Dude, that's
two good episodes that set us up.
These episodes
so
are
good.
short, but they have so much in them, but they don't feel rushed. It feels like
no.
It feels like they're the length that they should be, but they've laid out the episodes in such a way where it's you're just getting a ton of stuff. It's crazy. It feels like it's a longer show, but it's really not. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
It goes by fast, but it's really well done. The pace of it is spot on. It never feels rushed. It never feels too slow. But then when it's over, you're like, oh shit, it's already over. That's
it's over. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was our reaction and discussion of episode 2, Trials of Vasselheim, for the second season of The Legend of Vox Machina. If you guys like this video, please click the thumbs up button. Comment down below your favorite moment from the episode. Make sure that you subscribe to Movieverse so that you don't miss any of our reactions to season 1 or season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina and season 3 when it eventually comes out. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.